someone may be interested in this. This is my self-made roof rack. Its dimensions are 185 to the corner, because the roof has a corner, so I make aesthetic choice to double that corner. It's made from 35mm pipe, because I thought it will be a most pleasing diameter, and by chance this is also the diameter of some exhaust pipes that you can buy on eBay or similar sites, probably from some smaller engines. That way you can buy those bands separately, and all those pipes costs about 50 euros. You need two 90 degrees bands, 205 I think was available, and 165 in the middle, plus 2 meters cut, 1 and 2, one on the back, also some leftovers to make a ladder, which is hooked here on the door, and only one bolt here to the spare wheel hanger. Additionally, there are 4 cross members made from 25mm square per 2mm wall thickness. This pipe is 1.5mm thickness, and these are made from scrap 4mm metal piece, stringed with additional wall. Those are longer nuts, 25mm nuts M8, and those are Allen bolts M8 also, and this is M10 nut made as a sliding element. This is a part of the C-shaped metal piece cut down. It should also have a bolt here, M6 will be suffice I think, to make it squeeze. What else? There is a plywood here, 185 per 130 I think centimeters, with about 2-finger gap here to make every desirable hook thingy go through it without any compromises. We've managed already, without the bolt, we already managed to hit a tree branch which hit the pipe and ripped on the other side, ripped mounting legs like this and bend it, which I'm glad I think, because it's only bent and could be bended back more or less and not rip it totally, because you must imagine I could make it thicker, everything, and it will hold itself, but it will totally destroy the van. Those are something like this. Connecting element should be here, but it flew off, revealing rust of course, because this is not a new car. But I cannot imagine what would happen if this was strong. This is plenty strong I think, it bent only a little bit, but the overall construction, since it's only 1.5mm and 2mm, it gave up, thankfully, because if it didn't give up, I won't be having a rain gutter now. And this is not only a rain gutter, this is the connecting element of the roof and the wall, so I would have probably a slight opening here. and here and here. So it acted like a clutch of some sort. The plywood is 12 millimeter. It could easily hold me when I'm standing on it, 85 kilograms. It's bending a teeny tiny bit, but bends right back when I'm off. It was mainly the purpose of this deck was to hold the boat, hold me or my fiance or both when we are sunbathing on the top. Plus this white roof from Chevrolet, it's about 5 or even more centimeters dropping. So the idea was to make a metal deck that starts on the top and flushes with the top. So if I clear here, the deck is below this point. That's why it's so short, not longer. But I added about 2-3 centimeters just to be safe, and when I was producing this I also added 3 centimeters, so very high right now. And probably that's because I hit this tree branch, and the idea was to, because here you have the ladder part and here you have bigger space to accommodate a drawer with a solar panel. That was the idea, because when the boat is on the top, the solar panel would be useless if it was on the top of the deck. So the idea was to make a sliding solar panel, or two, I don't know, or on the side. You have a gap here. You can use it to hide chairs or maybe water pipe to heat up. This should be almost zero. I can easily cut 5 centimeters of it. So about this, because this is, as I told you, this is safety, additional safety centimeters to not hit anything, and I was in a hurry to make it work. So theoretically the top of the white roof should be flush with the pipe, and that way if this clears anything like bridge or something, the deck will automatically clear as well. So you can see how nice of a bend it made by the branch, but again just a little bit of force and we can go back 2,500 kilometers without trashing this in the ditch. It's still operational. So this bolt needs to go here to make it more squeezable, but without it, it also worked. So I recommend this solution for high tops, because you can buy 10 centimeters deck mounting points. There is no problem in that, 20 centimeters, but this, as I remember, is 30 something, and you start to notice problems like wiggling left and right when you're standing on top. So you must be careful. Front and back no problem, but left and right you can, not here, but here you can hit the roof. But on its own it's very sturdy. I recommend also the ladder. If you will be doing this by yourself, take notice that this window won't open now because it's heating. You must make it a little bit further back. Also, I am not using this. I noticed that this, if it will be right here, it will be suffice length from the tire to this and then you go directly over. This is unnecessary. You can go just like this, or even clear the window then. So hope you find inspiration here. Also the rear pipe is that far back because the boat goes like this from the ground, rests here, and you can safely pull it up. 2-person job or 1 person if you're feeling lucky. No contact to the sides of the car.